Hello and welcome. Sit tight, Catch Dog Concepts will be live very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, welcome to the first official episode of C.D.C's Bloodline Profiles. So, with this first episode, we're going to be getting into Joseph Thomas at MX Bullies, aka Mercy Bloodline. We're going to get into his program, the dogs that were used, what it consists of, the looks. We're going to go back to grandparents on some of these dogs and kind of just talk about what the Mercy Bloodline consists of. In this description, Joseph states, Mercy Bloodline is something that actually existed among myself and a few others who allowed me to place these amazing animals in their homes. This blood was something that I was looking to create, the type of dog that was suitable for my type of lifestyle. Mercy Line blood was created from a variety of different bloodlines that I felt would be a great contribution for my establishing program, based off the size that some of these bloodlines offered, the drive that was in a lot of the bloods that I chose. The looks, because as I said before, I love an overall pretty dog that is capable of performing. Mercy Line was established in 2018. The blood was created as a way of me speaking on behalf of my idea of the version of the dog that I have, using what I had to get what I wanted. The overall objective was to create a dog that was both docile and versatile, creating within them a level of intelligence that will make them easily trainable and teachable. These dogs will give their all in any situation or environment placed in. They're not designed to cower down from anything placed before them. This blood was established to produce an animal that is willing to love, protect, live for, or die for their owner. It all depends on the training and time that's invested into them. The dog has a natural prey drive and desire to please his or her owner. A dog can be animal aggressive or exist in homes that are multiple pet and or species homes. These dogs can adapt and adjust extremely well to whatever environment they will be placed in. Joseph states he has two versions of the blood. The first being smaller, extremely more agile, and faster, a bit more energetic. The working class, he calls it. The other being larger in frame, more calm, same qualities but different purposes. Family and show is what he classifies them as. Although this version is completely capable and willing also, what they become will be based off of what the owner desires from them. Mercy blood isn't for everyone. This blood aims to please, desires to work, and is willing to give its life for its purpose. No surrender, no retreat type thing. Some people love it and some criticize it, but we just let the dogs be dogs on this end and allow them to speak for themselves. Now we will get into some of the dogs that were used over the years to help create the Mercy bloodline and the foundation stock that has put its stamp on the dogs of today and the ones that are still alive from the past. Here we have two set of parents, Bossy Kennels, Luca Brasi, and Cortez Kennels, Dallas. These dogs are both the parents of Queen Nandi Zulu, the face of Joseph's XL program. This girl is phenomenal, and she will be the next dog that I will describe. And here we have Queen Nandi Zulu, a versatile dog that Joseph has shown and is also a great family dog, but is with the nonsense as much as the other dogs in the working class. MXB's Queen Nandi Zulu, the production of the two dogs I showed you before. Joseph states Nandi is the face of the Mercy Line's XL program. Nandi is from a breeding I did with the female I acquired from a brother in my city. Her parents are Cortez Kennels, Dallas, bred to Bossy Kennels, Luca Brasi. She's a big baby, loves to go on walks and be under us. This girl actually surprised me with the things she's capable of. Although she's larger in size, she's pretty athletic, showing me her abilities to do the things the working class will do. She's been in a few shows, also done some protection work. This girl also is very intelligent and one of the most well-balanced dogs I've ever met. I have some pretty big plans for her in the near future. She's a 120-pound girl and stands at 21 inches and a half. Her determination will get the job done. Her and Lazarus may cross down the line and create a nice catch dog for me. I would definitely love to see that breeding. And here we have videos of Queen Nandi Zulu. She is a big, beautiful girl prancing around, and I can see why she showed quality. I mean, just great work by Joseph, I say. Oh, this next video, I will show you her doing protection work. Joseph stated that this was her first time actually doing protection work. He stated she hadn't seen a sleeve until this day when he put her on Sean. Shout out my boy on the decoy work. He always working, man. That's my dog for sure. Harnage Nino and MXB's God's Glory are two parents of MXB's Lazarus and MXB's Badu Love, two litter mates. These dogs were foundational in Joseph's working class bullies and have produced some hard working dogs that are beautiful. MXB's Badu Love. Badu's from Harnage's Nino times MXB's God's Glory. Badu is litter mates to Lazarus and performs a bit like him, just not as intense initially. I love all my dogs, but she is my favorite overall dog. Silent but deadly is how I describe her. She's smaller, 70 pounds, and stands at 17 inches tall. But she has the most courage I've ever seen. Most loyal dog ever. She goes out of her way for me and me only. Has a desire to do whatever is expected of her. She's good at some protection work. Had run-ins with small game and did not disappoint. She also loves to play fetch. Badu looks like a sweet girl, but shows high levels of intensity. Not as much as her brother, but is definitely a problem when it comes to protection work or whatever is standing in front of her and not moving out the way. I personally would not want to be in front of this dog when she's pissed off. Joseph stated that in our interview, he has females that, no matter if they're bred to males that are non-aggressive, she will show her traits and those puppies will come out with this same fire. This dog, Lazarus, was my first introduction to Joseph's yard. And I will go as far to say this is his mascot and a great representation of his yard and his dogs. When I first saw Joseph's dogs, I didn't know it was his dogs. I didn't know Joseph. I met Lazarus through Sean posting him after having puppies off of Lazarus. And I mean, I was blown away. I didn't see a bully like that ever perform at that stature, or a bully type dog that performed at that high of a level. And I mean, I showed everybody that I knew that like dogs in my town and was like, man, look at this bully. Look at this dog. He's doing something I've never seen bullies do before. Joseph states Lazarus' favorite thing to do was a good old-fashioned friendly face-off. A face-off is just something where two dogs that are really about it or that are real rah just sit on a leash, bark at each other, lunge at each other, but there's no dog fighting. There is no abuse whatsoever going on when this happens. But Joseph also states this is the face and heartbeat of the Merciful Extreme program. This boy defies gravity. He can jump up to heights I haven't seen a dog on his size reach. Lazarus has a very unique story. He was sat on by his mom at 2 days old. Joseph stated he performed CPR on the puppy to bring him back, as well as mouth-to-mouth. And it worked. This is why, the reason he calls him Lazarus is from the Bible, when Jesus resurrected the man Lazarus. But he's been held since then, Joseph states. Always isolated himself from the pack to focus on me and what we're going to do next. This boy has the strongest willpower ever, always determined to get any task done. Lazarus has always been my most driven dog, with the desire to please. This dude never gives up, climbing trees, killing raccoons, bike rides, long walks, chilling with the family. No matter what he's doing, this boy truly goes out of his way to do his best. Super intelligent and a real stud. Every litter he's ever produced has always produced himself, a version or multiple versions of himself. Here I'll play a highlight reel of the Beast of Shreveport, Louisiana. I mean, I think Joseph said in the interview this was his first session of protection work. And you can see he's trying to devour that man's arm. I mean, this is just high-level performance and high-level capability. And I think all dogs should have some level of that. And I applaud Joseph over and over again for having the capabilities and just breeding to a great standard within his dogs. And here you can see the prey drive. I mean, it's immense. That's a raccoon inside of a trap, and he's trying to eat him. I go as far with the working bullies at his size. I mean, I go as far to say he's second to none when it comes to this. I mean, he's proven it with the work he does with his dogs. Some of the videos he's shown me and some that he's posted. I think his entire yard works, almost, not all, I think, but they have the capability or the want to or the go. And here we have again Sean, my boy, 6 foot, 1,000, said 200 plus. I mean, and Lazarus just nearly made him fall. This is a phenomenal dog, and I definitely strive to have a dog off of him soon in the future. The next and final parents are Arsenal's King Calypto and MXB's Nakia. These dogs produce MXB's Tim's. Joseph stated that Tim's is an exclusive dog that he does not really share at all with the internet or with people, But Joseph did bless Catch Dog with a picture and some description of MXB's Tim's, and he stated this is a phenomenal dog. So I'll show her next and we'll go over her. MXB's Tim's. Tim's is different all around. She's from my breeding with Arsenal's King Calypto, bred to MXB's Nakia. Highly intelligent. Tim's loves attention, and this girl has drive for days. She's also a part of my XL side. Tim's is 115 pounds and stands between 21.5 inches to 22 inches tall. This girl is light on her feet. I keep her under radar at all times because her dad possessed something that I truly love, and the same thing is within her. So I got to keep her exclusive as possible. And I kind of told y'all that. But like I said, I am grateful that he is sharing this information with me as well as my people that watch me. Joseph also says she does not get tired despite her size. Her driving abilities are almost equivalent, to my working class dogs. She also works and does show if he allows it. Also very well balanced and likes all of my dogs. She aims to please also, but she's a bit different. She wants you to see her and make sure you're watching her. She can show her capabilities. I'm amazed by her daily, and she's worked her way up there with Badu in my favorite category. Well, Catch Dog family, that is it for me today. This is the first official episode of C.D.C's Bloodline Profiles, and I appreciate Joseph for working with me. I mean, it was a joy for him to share his yard, his information with his dogs with me, not only on the interview, but just me and him one-on-one, and him writing down this information and giving it to me to share with you guys. I know some of y'all thought I was asleep because I didn't post for about a week, but no. As you can see, I had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, putting some things together and working. But this will definitely be a series to continue. I enjoyed making this, and as I said before, I enjoy working with y'all. Hopefully we have more to come in the future. But until then, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. We are growing at a great rate, I think, still. And, just continue to support and watch. I will keep making great content. Thank you.